Hi, low lowers to the province. This is another video edition of the fifth quarter. On Friday night, after the Lions lose 34-32 to the Calgary Stampeders at Empire Field, just over 22,000 fans in attendance in a game where they, in the end, actually probably got their money's worth, I suppose. It certainly wasn't the case in the first half. The Lions were absolutely dreadful offensively, 39 yards rushing, 39 yards total offense in the first half, absolutely nothing whatsoever. Drops galore from many of their young receivers, but they did make a game of it in the second half. They actually came within a two-point conversion of tying the game, but just too many turnovers, or they could not get capitalized on. Actually, the Lions had 5 turnovers, only scored 3 points off those 5 turnovers. It's not going to get it done against a decent team like the Calgary Stampeders. I guess the story of the game would be those drops, as we mentioned. Sean Gore, certainly a game he will not forget. By our count, he had at least 5. Dobson Collins had a drop. G. Simon had a drop in the end zone. Jamal Robertson had a drop in the end zone. Those were all important plays at a game in which the Lions miraculously still had a chance to win in the end, but could not get a 57-yard field goal out of Paul McCallum on the final play of the game after the Stamps had gone up by 6 late in the game, but just too little too late for BC. So interesting to hear what your thoughts are on this game, because certainly the Lions had a lot of problems offensively. They certainly have some real issues from the running game, but yet there is some promise. There are some young receivers that the Lions continue to use. They did not use Kamau Peterson in this game, oddly enough. They went with the kids the whole way and just came up a little short. Big injury to report. Stanley Franks with the torn quad muscle, at least that's the initial diagnosis. That is not good news, although the Lions are well equipped to handle that setback with David Hyland in the secondary. So you would expect that Hyland is now going to become a regular member of the starting secondary for BC after Franks just got back into the lineup this week. The Lions go to Edmonton next week, trying to avoid an 0-3 start and making this season look a lot like the other years. But right now, it doesn't look that way. They still have a lot of problems offensively. The cohesiveness is just not there. Travis Lulay certainly has an idea of where he wants to go with the ball, but there are some major flaws that this team has to address. 34-32 Calgary at Empire Field. That's the fifth quarter. Now let's hear what you have to say.